Hey guys, what's up? My name is Sean Wayne and today, tara pag-usapan nga natin ang pagiging tunay na protective father nito ng ating very honest na senator na si Aidel Rafi. Okay. So dito nga, initially nakita natin yung interview no, na nagbigay ng commentary video si Attorney Libayan. Yung interview ni Aidel kay Corina Sanchez. Prior to that, no, meron tayong napanood, of course, na na-share na natin, nakapag-react na rin si Attorney Libayan doon at may mga clarifications siyang binigay sa atin kung paano ba ang tama about sa arrest, no? Under Rule 113 ng ROC or Rules of Court. Ngayon, dito sa interview na to, doon sa Senate hearing na yun, regarding doon sa arrest nga, may binanggit na programa doon si Aidel. Yun yung Philippine Most Wanted. Hindi naman ako familiar, curious ako, so sinearch ko siya. I landed in this article, no? Entertainment, Rafi Tulfo, A Style All His Own by Ricky Lo. Okay. So ito po ay na-publish noong May 26, 2005. Dito sa article na to, nabasa ko, na consistent naman si Aidel, no, for claiming na meron lang siyang 2 anak. However, tiningnan ko yung mga ages, medyo na-puzzle ako. Sino tong sinasabi niyang mga anak niya rito? Because it's not adding up dun sa age ng mga pinapakilala niyang anak ngayon na familiar tayo. Okay? Ngayon, balikan natin tong sinabi ni Aidel as our reference ng interview.
Dad are you?
Oh, very loving, caring, and of course.
Okay. Medyo may na-skip tayo.
Ito yung sagot mo.
How many kids do you have?
2.
And what kind of dad are you?
Oh, very loving, caring, and of course.
Ganun pala ang maging loving at caring sa mga anak.
Okay. Tingnan natin kung gaano nga ka-loving and caring itong si Aidel. Medyo may mga bagay dito na magbabacktrack tayo. Okay? Even before we get into that. So, in summary, sinabi dito ni Aidel na parang ang lumalabas dito, ang pinaka naka-influence sa kanya to get into media is yung kapatid niyang si Montulfo. Okay? Sabi nga niya rito, wait lang ha. Sabi dito, back home, Rafi started picking up the pieces, so to speak, by selling insurance policy. Okay. Yan. Then I was intrigued by what Kuya Mon was doing, helping others. I thought magandang gawain yun. Maraming natutulungan na tao. I thought. Pero based na sa mga previous niya mga interviews, sabi niya, he was influenced by his own mother. Okay? However, dito, iba rin naman yung sinasabi niya. Sabi niya rin dito, in fact, it was Kuya Mon who told me, you will die a senseless death fighting those blacks in America, so you better come home. If you do it at home, you might end up a hero. What Kuya Mon told me kept ringing in my mind as I watch and observe him fight criminals. So dito, my interpretation, the way I understand it, lumalabas na si Montulfo ang naka-influence sa kanya. Why he entered media, why he entered into his programs, bakit yun yung mga naging tema ng kanyang programa. Ayan. Actually, meron pa mga ano dito, mga statement dito. So, tinanong siya, is there any conflict among the 4 of them? So, sabi niya rito, none so far, although I should say that my nearest rival is, if any, is Kuya Ben. Like my style, Kuya Ben is also investigative. Among us brothers, it's Kuya Ben who's closest to me. We call each other regularly, compare notes, and exchange ideas. Okay? But we generally differ in our manner of attack. As far as radio is concerned, I think I'm the hardest hitting. Ako ang pinakamatindi. Ang KBP kapisanan ng nagkakaproblema na raw sa kanya. Because, may wanted sa radyo na pala siyang programa. 2005 pa lang. No? Do the Tulfo brothers observe one for all? So sabi niya hindi. Well, pagka in danger daw or may problema ang isa, talagang so, ano sila. And even before though, sinabi rin dito ni Idol na may mga kaso din na may mga kinakaso na sa kanilang mga libel. Okay. Sabi niya rito, Mon Tulfo writes a hard-hitting column for Manila Bulletin and host TV show Isumbong Mo Kay Tulfo on RPN9. Ben writes a column for PM or Pangmasa. Host din ng Bitag, so matagal na rin pala ang Bitag sa PTV4. Erwin writes a column for Bulgar and host of The Insider and Ibis. Yes, at the time, no, naging paborito ko actually newscaster itong si Erwin Tulfo. Na sabihin na lang natin, hindi siya very siya, masculine yung dating niya, authoritarian ang delivery niya, no? So nakakatuwa siya nun. Tapos, subject of today's fanfare, write a column. Tapos, natanong sila about sa mga cases nila about libel. Sabi niya, but it's Mon, the eldest, who has the most number of court cases, followed by Rafi, mostly libel cases. Okay, so matagal na pala na naliligo sila ng mga libel cases. Kuya Ben was recently charged with libel. Erwin is low-lying at the moment upon the advice of. So, dito makikita natin, alam naman natin na si Erwin Tulfo meron 2 conviction ng libel, si Idol meron 1 conviction ng libel. Okay? At si Mon Tulfo may most number of libel daw as per Rafi Tulfo, meron din daw recently charged si Ben Tulfo. So, lahat silang mga Tulfo nakasuhan na ng libel. Okay? And iisip ko, alam mo si Kabayan, Noli de Castro, hindi ko maalalang kinasuhan ng libel yan. Or si Corina Sanchez. Hindi ko rin maalala. Even Melchanco. No? Sino pa? Yung mga si the late Mike Enriquez. Hindi ko narinig na ito ay nakasuhan ng libel nung panahon nila. No? Tapos dito nga, no, sabi ko nga sa inyo, I was actually searching for Philippine Most Wanted. Kasi sabi nga ni Idol, sumasama daw siya sa mga sa pag-i-issue ng warrant of the arrest or search warrant. I don't know. Warrant of arrest. Ito yung sinerch ko. Kaya I landed in this article, Philippine Most Wanted. Now, punta tayo sa pagiging tatay ni Rafi Tulfo. Wait lang dito. Sabi dito ni Rafi Tulfo, because of the inherent danger on the job, the Tulfos take precautionary measures. They have licensed guns, Rafi with two small guns and 1 semi-automatic. We're talking about 2005 here. And a couple of bodyguards assigned to him by his office, RW Production, the TV company. And no, they don't take the same route to office and back home every day. They better mislead. So dito, alam ni Idol Rafi, yung pakiramdam na sila ay nakakatanggap. Alam ni Idol yung pakiramdam na nakakatanggap ng death threats. 'Di ba? Alam niya. Siya na rin nagsabi rito eh. Asan yung sinabi niya na dali lang Kahit dito, naniniwala siya. In the past 7 years, Rafi has had his own share of unforgettable brushes with the lawless, including the encounter with a wealthy suspect who, according to Rafi, could pay the judge handling the case any amount to sway the decision in his favor. Diba? Alam din ni Rafi Tulfo yung mga ganyang laro dahil siya mismo, diba? Nasaksihan niya yung mga ganyang bagay. Ano sabi niya rito? Sabi niya rin dito, Recently, I've been getting a lot of death threats because of my show Kamao, which express anomalies with the help of duly constituted authorities. Okay? So, dito makikita natin na alam ni Raffy Tulfo, no, ni Idol, yung pakiramdam na nakaka-receive ng death threat. And because of this, sobrang naging protective siya sa kanyang pamilya. Okay? Oh, ay sabi dito ni Idol tungkol diyan. In Raffy's case, he avoided being photographed for publication with his wife and children, whom he refuses to identify for security reason. Siyempre talaga maintindihan natin yan kasi siya na rin yung nagsabi na nakakatanggap siya, no? He's receiving death threats. So alam na alam talaga ni Idol Raffy yung pakiramdam ng nakakatanggap ng death threats, and not only that, hindi nga niya na-identify na maayos yung tamang age ng kanyang mga anak. Oh. Sabi rito, he has two, one age 11 and the other 2 years old. At the time of the publication, 2005, if he was referring dun sa kanyang dalawang anak kay Jocelyn Poa, noong 2005, ang age ng kanyang mga anak ay 13 and 9 respectively. Diba? Ang layo sa 11 at saka sa 2. Now, ang tanong, sino yung mga anak na to? Diba? Sabi nga ni Teacher Mark, baka sinadya yan. Teacher Mark ba yan ang sabi o si Mang Rene? O si Ricol? Basta sinabi, baka sinadya yan, just to protect. And we understand that. Diba? Masasabi mo bang kasinungalingan nito? Sabihin na lang natin white lies ito. Diba? Just to protect his family, his children. So again, totoo naman yung sinabi ni Raffy Tulfo sa kanyang interview with Karen Davila. He is a very protective father sa kanyang mga anak. Ang tanong, sino-sino ang mga anak ang pinoprotektahan niya? Diba? Kasi nagulat nga tayong lahat. O ba, may iba pa palang anak si Idol. No? Hindi naman natin malalaman na nag-i-exist si Grendy kung di dahil dun sa kinasuhan siya ni Miss Julie Licop, no? Tsaka kung titingnan mo nga naman dito, sabi ni Idol dito, I train them. No? Ano pa nga rito, the concerned father. Said Raffy, the concerned father. I teach them how to act. Ito. I train them. Said Raffy, the concerned father. I teach them how to act and what to do during expected incidents or emergencies, such as if we are in a restaurant and there's an ambush. I tell them what to do. If somebody fires at our car, they should know what to do. They know how to protect themselves. They are properly trained. Better to start them young. Oh, totoo nga naman. Diba? Consistent naman yung sinasabi ni Idol na siya daw ay isang kind and protective father. O, makikita naman natin yan dito sa portion na ito. So, sumatotal guys, alam ni Idol Raffy yung pakiramdam na nakakatanggap ng death threat. Hindi lang ito takot para sa kanyang safety, but takot sa kanyang pamilya, asawa at mga anak. Diba? Malinaw tayo dyan. Malinaw din na consistent naman si Idol nang kinikilala niyang anak o pinakikilala niyang anak ay 2 lang. So from 2005 interview hanggang dun sa interview kay Karen Davila, 2 lang yung sinasabi niyang anak. So ang tanong natin ngayon kay Idol, anong tawag mo kay Grendy? Diba? Anong tawag mo kay Grendy? Maliban sa sinabi mo na nga na si Grendy ay anak mo kay Julie Licop. Pero bakit hindi mo nga siya na-mention sa mga interviews mo? Is it also for security reason? Diba? So dito pa lang, kitang-kita mo na o nga naman. Very consistent naman si Idol. So, ilang tanong, saan siya consistent? Sa kanyang pagiging very honest? Anyway guys, again, maraming salamat sa panonood. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Share nyo na rin yung thoughts nyo. What can you say about this? No, consistent at pinakita naman niya ang kanyang pagiging kind and protective father.